Hi, my name is Philip Anson. I'm the founder of Evil Foods. We've been super busy at Evil and innovation, innovating into new categories, and I'm here to present you with our brand new super tasty flatbreads. We have 4 varieties, and what makes these flatbreads special, aside from the usual humanely raised meats and cheeses, as well as natural and organic vegetables, is the individually pressed stone-fired artisan crust. Incredible, super bubbly brown crust. Best-in-class product. You guys are going to be super psyched to try this. We have 4 different varieties. This is the Italian sausage and caramelized onion. We've got a barbecue chicken. We have a chicken and roasted veggie. And we have a pesto, goat cheese, and portobello made with artisan goat cheese locally here in Colorado. I'm going to show you 4 different ways to heat up these products today. One is just the regular conventional oven. I'm going to show you how to do it on a pizza stone in a conventional oven, which gives you kind of a crispier crust and more of an authentic pizza kind of feel. I'm going to show you how to do it in a toaster oven, which is great if you're in a hurry or if you don't have a lot of space in your house or apartment, don't have an oven. And then fourth, I'm going to take you outside. I've got a preheated grill outside. I'm going to show you how to heat them up on a barbecue, because some people in the dead of summer, want to have a pizza, but don't really want to heat up their oven to 400 degrees. So I'm going to take 3 of these pizzas and throw them on a peel here. Bring them over to the oven. Got my oven set up 425 degrees. I'm going to put one directly right on the center of the oven rack. I'm going to put another one on this pizza stone, which is in the bottom of the oven. And I'm going to go over here to my preheated toaster oven, put this pesto and portobello and goat cheese on. And grab my Italian sausage, take you outside and show you how to put this on the grill. I got a preheated grill here, charcoal. You don't want to put it directly over the fire. You want to put it off to the side, kind of like indirect grilling. So I'm going to put my hand over here. I can hold my hand here for 1 to 2 seconds, which is a good sign. 2 to 3 seconds, actually. I'm going to put it right over here, kind of away from the fire, if you can see that. Not directly over the fire. I'm going to close this up. I'm going to head back inside. I'm going to show you to make some great salads to go along with the flatbreads. Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to make some great salads to go along with your flatbreads. For me, salads are super simple. Greens, plus protein, plus nuts, plus fruit, plus a slightly acidic vinaigrette equals insanely tasty goodness. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to show you to make a very quick vinaigrette with champagne vinegar that I'm going to use for actually both of the salads. I'm going to take a bowl. I'm going to take some good extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to do about a 5 or 6 count. I'm going to grab my vinegar. This is a champagne vinegar. You can use any vinegar you want. Red wine vinegar, sherry vinegar, balsamic vinegar. I like champagne vinegar. I'm going to do about a quarter the amount of vinegar that I did of oil. You don't need to measure this stuff out. You really don't. You can really just taste it. I'm going to take a little bit of stone ground mustard, which kind of serves as an emulsifier and helps kind of smooth everything out. Just put a little squirt, just maybe a tablespoon. I'm going to take some black pepper. I'm going to take some salt. This is some really beautiful coarse salt. I'm going to kind of crush it up in my fingers. And that's it. I'm just going to whisk. I'm going to emulsify this. And you can see the mustard really helps bring it together. Okay, that's it. That's as simple as it is to make your own homemade salad dressing. So now on to the salads. The first salad, we're going to do a chopped salad. So I've got this beautiful romaine lettuce here. I'm just going to chop this off, compost it, of course. And I'm going to take the whole thing and just kind of do a rough chop. Doesn't need to be exact. You can do as coarse or as fine as you want. So I got that. I've got some beautiful Applegate Genoa salami that I kind of julienne. I'm going to put that in there. I've got some chickpeas or garbanzo beans. They're roughly chopped. These are just canned garbanzo beans. They work super well. They're super fast. I'm going to put them all in there. And then I'm going to take some of this fresh basil. Just going to give it a nice flavor. I've got these fresh basil leaves, and I'm just going to kind of gently rip these off here. You don't need to worry if you get a few stems. It's no big deal. I'm just going to kind of stack these all on top of each other here. I'm going to kind of roll them up. I'm going to create some ribbons here. Just some kind of, you know, roughly evenly cut ribbons. Okay. Put that in there. So I've got this all ready to go. I'm going to lightly salt it because I didn't put a lot of salt in my vinaigrette. I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper. I'm going to re-whisk really quickly to make sure my vinaigrette's still kind of emulsified and hasn't separated. I'm just going to lightly dress it here. And I like to mix my salads with my hands. It kind of allows you to do it more gently, not damage the lettuces as much, and just kind of turn everything over. It's going to go great with any of our flatbreads. I would say particularly the grilled chicken and roast veggie. But also go great with the pesto portobello and goat cheese. I'm going to grab a plate here. Just going to kind of mound it up here. You'll notice that some of the smaller stuff kind of goes to the bottom. And just kind of redistribute it when you get down there. Super easy. That's kind of it. I got a little feta cheese here. Really good artisan feta cheese, locally made. I'm just going to like roughly crumble it over here. As much as you want. Cool. So there's one done. I'll show you to make another one now. Alright, so this one is going to be a fennel, endive, and radicchio salad. Those may be vegetables that you're not as familiar with. Fennel has a very strong licorice flavor, so I really like to cut it really thinly. All of these vegetables, actually, I really like to cut thinly. This has a slightly bitter flavor. This is radicchio, and these are endives. This kind of has a neutral flavor. This has great crunch to it. So I'm going to start with the endives. If you see any bad leaves on the outside, just kind of gently pull them away. No biggie. And you just take your endive, and you can just roughly chop it. You kind of end up with these discs here, which are really nice. Okay, do the same thing with the radicchio. These leaves look pretty good. Same thing though, if you see any bad leaves, kind of just trim them. I'm going to half the radicchio. I'm just going to put one of these edges down here, kind of away from this hard spot. I'm just going to kind of slice through it thinly. Not too much, because it has a bitter flavor, which is going to be offset by our vinaigrette. Okay, there's plenty there. Onto the fennel. I'm just going to cut the top of the fennel off. I put it over here. These fronds are really nice too, and you can actually garnish your salad with it. I'm going to take this Japanese mandolin. You don't need to have this. You can use a knife. It's just a little bit easier to get it as thin as I want it with this mandolin. And I'm just going to put it on this plane here, just like this. This really allows you to get that super thin kind of shave that I'm looking for. Put that in there. Alright, I got some Marcona almonds. These are beautiful Spanish almonds. They're really oily and they're toasted and they're with salt. You can use any kind of nut. I would recommend a toasted nut. Put these in here. And I've got some currants, some dried currants. You can use dried strawberries, dried cherries, dried Bing cherries are phenomenal in this. And then I'm going to go back to my vinaigrette, re-whisk a little bit. Just going to lightly dress it. I don't like to overdress the salads. Less is more. Put this back. Same thing. Just going to kind of toss it around here. And once again, all those kind of smaller pieces will sink to the bottom, so just kind of redistribute them. I like to put them on like a large oval plate. It allows you to kind of see more of the salad. And then I'm going to take this microplane here, Parmesan, and just come over this with a little microplane of Parmesan. Great, that looks awesome. And then to top it off, this is a little bit decadent. A lot of people don't have this on hand, but if you want to, this is white truffle oil. It's infused with white truffles from Italy. It's delicious. I just put my finger over here, and I just do a light drizzle. Yep. Those are two salads. They're going to go great with my flatbreads. And let's head back to the kitchen and see how the flatbreads are doing. It's been about 14 minutes, and I'm cooking them for 12 to 14 minutes because I like them extra crispy. You can cook them for 10 to 12 minutes and you'll get a little bit more of a chewy dough experience. But let's see how they turned out here. Oh, great. Alright, so this is the one on the pizza stone. Looks awesome. I'm just kind of pull it onto my peel here. One of the downsides of using a pizza stone is it does take a long time to heat up. You need about a half an hour to heat it up. But what it does is it simulates that kind of hearth oven radiant heat from the bottom of cooking on the, in a traditional hearth oven and the floor of an oven. So it comes out great. You get a really nice radiant heat and crust on the bottom of the crust. The one that came out in the center here is looking very crispy and awesome. Ooh, this one looks great. So this one I did for 12 minutes. You notice the goat cheese does not melt as much as the other cheeses because it has a lower moisture content. So I'm going to go outside now. I'm going to grab my my pizza from the barbecue. I'll bring them back in. I'll slice them all up together, and we'll garnish and present, and we'll have a flatbread party. All right, let's see what's happened with our barbecue here. Oh, it looks great. This has been in here for about 12 minutes now. And the cooking time is really going to depend on how much heat you have, where it's located on the grill, and how crispy you like it. This is looking really good to me. I like mine really crispy. It's got a little bit of a char, a little bit of blackness, and that's really kind of that pizzeria feel. That's what I like about cooking out on an outdoor grill. You really get that live fire flavor. So I'm going to put this on my peel here. Take one look at that. You've got these really nice bubbles, and that's the result of our artisan crust puffing up. You've got some nice browning going on in the Italian sausage. So I'm going to take this back in. I'm going to pair it with the other one, slice it up, serve it with the salads. It's going to be awesome. Good. Alright, I got all my flatbreads done, all 4 of them. We're back inside. I'm going to slice these up. I'm going to display them out here. And this is a great way to have a pizza party, to have some friends over, serve this with a few bottles of wine, and you've got some great appetizers. So I'm going to show you the way I slice these. This is the barbecue chicken one. I kind of slice these at a little bit of an angle, kind of in a staggered pattern. I'm using about a 10-inch chef knife here, but you can use a pizza cutter or whatever you want, really. And, this really makes it easy to share with friends. Okay, great. Put these over here. For this 4th one, I'm going to make one little last bit of salad to put directly on top of it. Some of you may have seen that, people putting salads on top of pizzas is a great pairing. You get the heat and the crunch from the dough, and then you get the fresh veggies. You get a little spike from a little citrus or a little salad dressing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually slice this up first. I'm going to take a little bit of this awesome fresh arugula. I'm going to kind of just put a little bit here. Okay. Take a little bit of lemon juice, just a little bit. Just kind of hit it with a little bit of lemon juice. This is really like a full-on salad. It's just a little bit of a garnish. I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of oil. And then I'm going to do the microplane with the parm. And that really takes our flatbreads to the next level. So that's all I got. You got 2 salads, you got our 4 flatbreads, you got some creative kind of cooking techniques. Crack a bottle of wine, enjoy your flatbreads.